Hello everyone, welcome to another Amigos Plays. My name is Aaron. Tonight we're going to be taking a look at another title with a lot of gun violence, since we're coming off New York Warriors and Final Fight. Thought we'd take a look at the 1991 movie-based game, Navy Seals. Now, Navy Seals, again, was based on a film. Honestly, I've not seen the film. I know it has Charlie Sheen and the late, great Bill Paxton. And I believe it also has Joanne Whaley in it. This movie came out in 1990. I don't think it was a particularly successful film, but the game is a mixed bag. I'm going to go through this as best I can here. I was always pretty good at this first level, but man, that second level is a beast. So in this first level, of course, you're the Navy SEAL, and you can see the different faces are the different Navy SEALs that you're going in with. You guys got a lot of cool moves. I wish I'd stopped doing that. The game is ambitious, honestly, and this was a title that was produced and published by Ocean. This is one of their own in-house works, apparently, and really, it's got a lot going for it. Got lucky there. So, this is the first level, which I believe takes place in Oman, and you're trying to capture these and plant the time bombs here on these the America crates, and we've got to get past these terrorists again. And so, and you can see we're in some sort of like oil derrick there. So anyway, basically the object of this is to run through and plant your bombs in the allotted time. Anytime you see an American flag crate, you put a bomb on it. And you can see down at the bottom of the screen, this is one of the classic Amiga, like almost split screen information things. Although in this case, it's helpful. Of course, you got your guy's face, his health on the left. You've got how many troops you have left, how many Navy SEAls. Underneath that, how many of the bombs you have yet to. Man, I'm having a good run here. How many bombs you have left to plant? Of course, your score in the middle, the timer on the right. That's how much time you've got. Now I've got to really have to step on it here to get these last two. And then you've got your weapons, ammunition, and which weapon you're using. Oh, go. I gotta go all the way up to the top of this tower here. This is actually a damn fine run for me, I must say. All things considered. It's gonna be tight. Yeah. Dang. That's pretty good. Although I have to admit, I think I may have turned on invulnerability. I checked the custom box when I was loading this up, and I'm not 100% sure what it does. So you can see those little crates that are red with like kind of a white stripe with blue lettering in it. Those are your weapons crates. They'll give you various weapons. This game has several weapons. You got your automatic weapons. You've got sort of a grenade launcher. You've got a flamethrower. You've got your trusty pistol. So this second level is a beast. It's Navy SEALs cross with like elevator action, except this elevator is incredibly slow. It's never where you want it to be, and it's always where you don't want it to be, which is crushing you. So I'm not gonna lie, I've not ever completed this level of the game. It is difficult to say the least. This game was not easy, and again, it was an ambitious title, and I say that because it's got 5 levels. Oh crap! Out there, I'm telling you, it never fails. It's got 5 levels. Yes, I absolutely have the cheat on, because I guess that's what custom does. Still, can't hurt. I don't know if I can beat it with the cheat. So it's got 5 levels that span across. And I don't know how much this has to do with the movie either. Again, the film just didn't appeal to me when it was out. I think by 1990, I had my fill of these military, action to blow things up movies that were, they were everywhere in the 80s, and a ton of them got games too, and Ocean did plenty. But I think in terms of quality of titles, it's funny, when I remember getting this game from a buddy of mine, and I always liked it. I thought it was fun. What hampers this game more than anything are the horrible controls. I mean, it's not that the controls are hideous, but they're just easy to screw up. Obviously, if you pull down, you will basically lower. This level is not too bad because of the way the girders you can't lower down on. But perpetually, when you're trying to duck, you lower down, or when you're trying to duck and shoot, you lower down, and it really screws you up. Some days I'm better at it than others. Get in there. The bad guys in this can shoot diagonally. They're not the smartest bunch, that's for sure. But once they catch a scent of you, they'll gun you down. And they're more than happy to gun you down as you hang there like a jackass. There's the cheat. All right, having hit the wrong button. So that's something that hampers this particular title. This would be a great title if Amiga J is listening. If you decide to port this over to the CD32, wow! If you could somehow assign some of these different moves, different buttons, this would be a whole different game. I don't think this game really got a release on a system that had a ton of buttons. It came out on the ZX Spectrum and the C64, that's C64 and ZX Spectrum versions, I believe, came out well ahead of the Amiga and Atari ST, and there was also a Game Boy port as well, and of course it was out in the Amstrad as well. This feels like a C64 title in a lot of ways. It's got that kind of I guess it's as much to do with when the C64 was released as it does the game itself. I mean, it was released in the 80s, where a lot of these type of games were prevalent. But like I said, this one, it seems to me that Ocean gave a damn. I mean, like I said, it's a playable game. It's fun. The objectives are clear. And like I said, it's neat to have so many moves. The ability to hang down and to shimmy across things is neat. To be able to pull yourself up is neat. I like the fact that if you come right up on top of the bad guys, for once, they die, not you. Now, son of a gun. God, I hate that. That's bad. I've got the cheat on it and I still can't beat the darn thing. We'll give it one more whirl here. But I like the ability. I just assume that when your Navy SEAL comes up on one of these things, he just, guts them with a dagger or something. Who knows? This game got pretty good reviews when it came out. For the most part, it received reviews, in the 70s and 80s. Now, Amiga format actually was a little lower, 65, which I usually go by them, but I think that's a little low for this one. I'm sure the issue they had was with the controls, and understandable. The rest of the mags were a little bit higher, so I think 64 is a little low. I'd say for once, Amiga Joker gave a higher score to 71. I'd rank this game somewhere in the lower 70s. I personally, I think the graphics are good. I think it's a real sharp-looking game, and I think that they did a real good job in the backgrounds. The music in the opening screen is good. It's got some good incidentals. I like that. I liked the grenade launcher's great. It's very handy to get guys that are in a rough spot. Sometimes it takes a while for those things to detonate. I'm going to try like hell to get these last bombs here. But again, this level's tough, and that's of course this is the typical Amiga problem with some of these games. Is how the hell do you beat them? They're just so freaking hard. I guess I can picture myself in the summer of 1990 or 1991, sitting at the house and having all summer to play with this and being young. And I'd say a lot of these harder games got bested in those long summers where you could just sit up and get up every day and play, which, geez, if you're an old guy like me, it's a bygone era of having the time to sit down and play one of these things for a long time. My time just to shoot an Amigos play, it's no easy task to even get to the point where you can record. But it's still fun. It's fun to do. They're fun to play, and I enjoy doing them. Now, I believe this level takes place in Beirut. These are the another game of its era, although, you know, you don't hear much about Beirut anymore with all the other problems going on. I believe I read that the boxes you're booby trapping or putting the time bomb on have Stinger missiles in them, so I guess that's why you want to keep these out of the hands of bad guys. I like the idea that your different portraits show different people. It's funny, I'm noticing that there's some slowdown in this level, and I don't remember. I didn't get to this level all that often in my younger days, so I don't remember if there was that much slowdown or not. But there's definitely some slowdown going on here, and I'm guessing. I'm not sure. Again, having this is a game that was made for the ECS. I mean, it's a slowdown shouldn't be really an issue, but you can see he's just not moving as crisply as he did on the first level for whatever reason, and it could be because the elevator's in play, or who knows what. This is a pretty big level, and again, there are 5 levels, and one of these days I will get to see them. Much like New York Warriors, I have to. Now, this is the first time I've actually ever cheated at this game, inadvertently, but I don't usually cheat when I do these. This game does have a cheat code, which I'm guessing that's what that custom box that I pressed when I started the game was. But if you type PS Boys at the title screen, apparently you can enable cheat code, unlimited credits, and you can hit escape to advance to the next level. Let's see if just for fun. Oh, son of a gun. Well, let's see if I can actually advance to the next level here with the escape button. No. So I guess that's not in there. So c'est la vie. Well, I guess that's just the way we'll have to play it then. You can see though, just from again, keep in mind that I'm cheating. It's a difficult game. I seem to recall. I don't think they ever made a Navy Seals 2, but it's for some reason the number sticks in my head, like maybe somewhere along the line that a game was proposed or was something that they had thought about doing, or maybe if the movie had made enough money. The movie, it didn't flop. I believe I read that it made around $25 million, and I think the budget was like $20 million. So this is of course 1990 money. So I guess you would call that I don't know if you'd call that a moderate success. I guess you'd call it could have been worse. With Charlie Sheen in it and Bill Paxton, he had a couple of pretty. Charlie Sheen was a pretty big actor back in that time, and this is before he went absolutely out of his mind, which he's done recently. I think my favorite Charlie Sheen flick. Well, he's been in some good stuff. I liked Major League. Of course, Hot Shots was a good flick too. The Pursuit. Gosh, he's been around for forever. I feel like the Young Guns stuff, which I wasn't the biggest fan of the Young Guns. Look how slow that bullet was right there. Of course, he was in that. His whole family are actors. I think of course, his father was in Apocalypse Now, and his brother Emilio Estevez has been in a million things, including the Young Guns, and they've starred. I think they were in a movie called Men at Work. I believe they played Garbage Men or something like that. It's been so long since I saw any of those. Charlie Sheen did have a great turn as the president in one of my all-time favorite flicks, Machete Kills. I love the Machete movies, and I loved him in that. That movie didn't do very well, but I loved it. And I'm hoping someday to see Machete in space, but hope springs eternal. Well, this is my last... Oh, son of a gun. The damned elevator. I swear, it never fails. This is my last go here. I've got a lot of time left if I can get on my horse. I'm trying to be methodical about this and just try to go through and catch them all. Something about this level is where you can't hang from the bottom. It makes it a lot more difficult just to get around. And of course, every time you go on that ladder, you have to be leery of the son of a gun. That's a hard one to get. I want to drop straight down. You have to be wary of that stupid elevator just running you down. Okay, here we go. Jump over, go. All right. The level design on this is interesting, and I will say, I mean, they leave you very little room for error. I thought I had a near perfect run on that first level, and still only finished with a few seconds to go. So, I mean, they don't give you a lot of time to screw up. I mean, I've got 5 of these right now. I hope they're a lot in a row. There's a couple. Well, I might have a chance here. Get up there. If I can... Well, it doesn't look like... It doesn't look like I can jump and grab that ledge from there. That's brutal. This doesn't look... So now I'm at the mercy of the ladder. I mean, of the elevator. I've got to get some patience here. I'm sure there are 2 up there. So I'll just sit here and wait. And this is what kills me about this level. You have to wait for this elevator. Okay. Oh! Well, I think that's the end of me, folks. Brutal. That's a crushing defeat. That was just brutal. But that was Navy Seals for the Amiga. Hope you enjoyed it. Just a nutty, just off the cuff. I was sitting here thinking about what I'd like to play tonight, and for some reason this title popped into my head, so I figured I'd give it a whirl. Anyway, stop by and see us at our newly christened everythingamiga.com. The staff did a great job on that, and it looks great, and we're hoping a lot of people get to stop by and visit us. Again, this is Aaron from the Amigos signing off. I hope you enjoyed it, and we'll see you next time. Adios, everyone.